What is going on? Hello and welcome back to another watch video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SKMEI 1456. Apparently this is a Casio G-Shock clone. I do not own the underlying Casio watch, but we're taking a look at this today. And man, first impressions, I gotta say, this is an absolute unit of a watch. And I don't even mean like lug to lug or anything like that, but just the heft of it's really the first thing that you notice. So this almost feels like it is a fully metal watch. Certainly is a very heavy watch and has a big presence on our wrist. So if you're a bigger guy like me, you might like something like this. And another thing I like, another first impressions comment, it has a really good backlight. And I'm just trying to remember what button it is. Oh gosh, it's this one. It's an amazing backlight. We'll do the backlight test in a bit. But it's like an amazing dual LED retro-esque backlight. So if you like that type of look, which I do, you're in for a treat. This is rose gold. I don't think I've seen any other videos of this in rose gold, and I hope that the color correction does some justice here, but it is a pretty nice watch. It's like a copper color. It's not really like a pink color. It's more like of a copper, more of a copper color, which is it's very, very very welcoming. In terms of the bracelet, it does have an interesting design where the from lug to lug, it sort of tapers down, and is very limited movement with the first, I guess, link on the bracelet. So it does have a very wide, and what I mean by that is if I just hold it like this, you'll see. So, you don't have that first sort of link, has zero movement up and down almost. So really, you don't even measure from lug to lug. You're measuring from when you can actually move the chain, which is like right here. So you could just pretend that if that is essentially the width of your watch, and if you have really thin wrist, you're sort of starting from that point, which, if you have smaller wrists, this may not be a watch for you in the first place, because it is a large watch. Even if that's your thing, it may not be very comfortable, for the feel of how it sits on your wrist. But other than that, again, let's take a look at that beautiful backlight. My goodness, it is so cool. I think that's really cool. They should have a lot more SKMEI watches with this feature and the electroluminescence. These are just really great features. But other than that, the actual underlying module itself, very simple, extremely simple. Not really much to it. Looks like just an LCD. If my phone could focus, it'd be great. It's an LCD with the date, the time, and I believe there's a button here. Might be this one. Yeah, you just press it, and you get military 24-hour time. So military and regular time. These buttons are pretty. You really got to push. They're really sort of recessed too, because they have these. They're sort of recessed in this case. So really gonna push, because there's other things that it's sort of flanking. Doesn't look like this button does anything. And they're really shaky. I don't know if you hear that, but I'm not really shaking much. And yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but like I said, a lot of these SKMEI watches tend to have very cheap bracelets. This one is no exception. And I'm very, very disappointed because I don't have an actual watch adjustment tool. And this type of bracelet, you definitely need to take out links in order to resize it to your wrist. So that's a minus for me. So I like the watches with the sort of like little clasps where you can adjust it easier. And with this particular watch, you're really limited in terms of the actual types of bracelets that you can put on either way. So kind of a bummer, but it is otherwise a very nice watch. Take a look at the features: alarm, stopwatch. Let me see but I really haven't played around with this, to be honest with you. So we're exploring this together. That's pretty unique, actually. I don't think I've seen a module with that. I'm guessing this is to, yep, reset, date time. I'm guessing that's trip, and you're back at the day. It's very simple, very, very simple. A nice stainless steel backing. A lot of these SKMEI watches, even the very, even the not as dressed up ones, have a stainless back. And I like that the SKMEI models actually tell you the model number in the back, which is nice. You have 3 atmospheres. Water resistance, which is really like the basic, and if this being a G-Shock long, that's really nothing. You don't want to be diving with this anyways. It is a looker. I think if I were to buy this, I'd just buy it as a looker. You know, it is a basic watch. It's not one of my favorites, and I'm sort of saddened that I cannot easily change these links. But yeah, but if you have any questions, comments... actually, wait a minute. I forgot to do the backlight test. Let's go ahead and do that now, actually. All right, here with dim conditions. Taking a look at the backlight. Beautiful. And pitch black. It's got you covered. You know, it sort of reminds me of like the older BMW displays where it's like orange, or maybe even the older Ultima displays where it's orange. This is more like of a yellow. That's sort of what it reminds me of. Yeah. Alrighty, but again, if you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a comment. I want to know exactly what you guys are thinking. I want to be a very transparent YouTube channel. I want to come across as the consumer, because essentially that's what I am. Because I don't see a lot of content in a lot of these watches, especially on AliExpress, and I want more people to be aware about them. How they look, how they feel, their features, and first impressions. Very important. But yeah. Is it a good buy? If it's your style, I guess. It's a large watch. Very large watch. Would I buy it again? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. For the price, definitely okay buy. You know, but you're going to kind of really want it if you want it. Alrighty. Thank you, YouTube.